Welcome to Morning Live. Now, advocates for people with disabilities are calling on corporate South Africa to offer reasonable accommodation for their employees with disabilities. They hosted an event in Johannesburg yesterday in light of World Sight Day. Stephanie Cowper is the CEO of BeSpecTACular, who was a part of the event, and she joins us this morning here on Morning Live. It's not BeSpecTACular, ne?
No, it's BeSpecTACular.
BeSpecTACular.
Yeah.
Good morning to you and welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. Just before we dwell onto the World Sight Day, talk to us about the app that you established.
So the app is available for free on iOS and Android, and basically it connects sighted people like ourselves as volunteers to a community of visually impaired, blind and deaf-blind people. So you download the app, you create a profile as a sighted volunteer or as a visually impaired user, and once a visually impaired person around you asks a question, then you would get a push notification on your phone saying, for instance, Steph needs to see through your eyes. And if you're busy, you don't have to worry, you can just put it on the side. But if you do want to answer, you can swipe and have a look at the question and reply.
But how does it work? Does it send a notification to one person or multiple
So it sends it to multiple people. Basically, we're trying to make sure that it's as convenient as possible. So you don't have to feel pressurized. Like if you're in a meeting or at a restaurant and you get a notification, you can rest assured that someone else will pick it up.
All right. The app was launched on the 1st of July.
Yeah.
How is it doing?
It's doing great. I mean, we launched at the American Council of the Blind's annual conference, which is massive, and we've been growing every month by exponentially. We've now spread across 37 countries,
37.
which is huge.
Yeah, it is. It's quite incredible, because I was also reading an article earlier on that says that a visually impaired person can actually take a picture of himself or herself and say, please tell me if the clothes that I have on are matching.
Exactly. Or if you're going on a date and you want to see if your hair or your makeup is okay. Even just cooking, you want to ask a question. It's a great way to connect with other people.
It is. And if you want to become a volunteer, you download the app.
Yeah, so
but
you download
if you're a visually impaired person, you also
Yes, it's the same app. Okay. And then when you register an account, you either register as a sighted volunteer or as a visually impaired user.
Okay, and then you just create your profile. Okay, what kind of lifestyle or living conditions, Stephanie, are most visually impaired people subjected to?
Okay, so just to say, for instance, there's 1 million plus visually impaired people in South Africa, of which 97% of them are unemployed. That is a huge amount of people that aren't being able to contribute to society. And I think 80% of visually impaired people come from low-income households. So really, we have a big problem in South Africa that we're not able to cater for this massive community in our country.
And you actually making a call to corporate South Africa to come on board and offer accommodation for their employees with disabilities.
Exactly. So yesterday on World Sight Day, we launched BeSpecTACular for Business, and what it now enables is corporates in South Africa who have visually impaired employees or would like to bring on board visually impaired staff, they can offer this to their staff. We can completely white label the app, and they can use it within their own network. So it builds up the sense of corporate citizenship and sense of belonging for staff members, as well as helping visually impaired employees integrate better into the company.
And talk to us about the challenges that the visually impaired employees still have to face.
Well, I mean, just a simple thing as a picture. I mean, a picture, if it doesn't have a very detailed label, they are not able to completely identify what's in the image. PDF files, people need to know how to save a PDF in a specific way so that their text readers are able to read it out and not pick it up as a picture and it's just going to say image, image, image rather than reading out the whole document.
All right, so yesterday it was World Sight Day. How did the event go?
It was awesome. We brought together a community of different organizations across Johannesburg, including the South African Council of the Blind, Guide Dog South Africa. We had Ilse Hayes, who's the Paralympian who just came back from Rio. She was our guest of honor. But we also had L'Occitane en Provence, which is an international company that their foundation actually focuses on helping visually impaired people. So we had a very diverse group attending of speakers sharing what they've done in the past and as well what we can look forward to seeing throughout the next year.
All right. And what are the visually impaired people saying? Their contributions at the event. What are they saying?
So they're saying technology is helping substantially.
Yes, yeah.
There's been a lot of investment by different organizations, and particularly BeSpecTACular. It actually came across that a lot of our speakers use the app, whether as a volunteer or as a blind user. Members of our audience actually were BeSpecTACular users. So overall it was quite surprising but really fulfilling to hear that everyone was saying this is something that was needed, and they're definitely pushing it to be successful in our country.
So it certainly means you're doing a beautiful job, Stephanie. Thank you so much for your time. For those who are interested in downloading the app,
yes.
All right, so it's
BeSpecTACular.com.
All right, that's the website on our screens right now. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. There you have it. That's Stephanie Cowper, the CEO of BeSpecTACular, talking to us about the app and the World Sight Day that was observed yesterday here in South Africa. Well, it's time.